guess we're getting started. It has been a while. Mostly because February was very stressful. But, yeah, just going it alone today. Last time I did a Doom stream, it was the Snap Map with Love Knot. But, today I want to show off the campaign a bit. Because the campaign's the best part. And, you know, everyone and their brother has done a Doom stream by now showing off the beginning. And, I don't know, there might be a little, I feel like it's just a good game and I want to appreciate it. That's really what it boils down to. I'm also going to spend a little bit of time trying it on Nightmare, but if it starts kicking my butt, I'll just switch to my save with everything unlocked on Ultraviolence. Everything in the opening is very deliberate and very important in terms of Doom's surprisingly expert storytelling. Just every choice in every moment is very strong. This sort of biblical style quote, the view of Mars sort of setting the scene. Hello, Emerald Rush, welcome to the stream. Yeah, just everything about this.
They are rage.
This quote.
Brutal, without mercy. But you will be worse. Rip and tear, until it is done.
That quote, this symbol. This location, the situation that starts out, and how long it takes to get into gameplay, and how it starts.
We have to contain this.
You know, something I never noticed before is that you've got these people who were basically bowing and praying to this altar, this demonic relic. And then you have, you know, Olivia standing off to the side, not really caring and actually being more concerned about it. About you, about this man-shaped container. Just, you know, trying to add some value by noticing things that don't really get commented on before, because there's a lot of big stuff that gets commented on every single time. Data type Echo. So what actually opened the cage is kind of my question, and I think you've got these sort of robotic limbs surrounding the case, which implies, I guess, that it was opened remotely. That would be how it happened. You didn't just break out. It opened, you woke up, and you were in the situation. Which means someone pressed a button to let you out, probably. I didn't know you could put people inside altars. Well, you know, when the altar has a lid, It's not really an ulcer anymore. Then there's this, which is a suit of power armor, but it's inside a stone tablet that's been chipped away at with some very expensive equipment. It looks like an archaeological dig. That says a lot by itself, doesn't it? And then that, which just... The very first image I saw of this game on Twitter was, I think it was Jim Sterling, who just posted a screen cap of those words, demonic invasion in progress.
What's up?
Hey, Dread. I'm playing Doom,
Nice.
and I'm trying to talk about how good it is.
I'll be quiet then.
You're welcome to join me in this conversation. Have you played Doom at all?
Nope, not even the old ones. I've seen footage, but
The context may take some time to explain then.
yeah, I know some of the stuff. But it's like the Doom guy's your classic image of a space marine until Halo came out.
Because of the demonic invasion until the Resop satellite is brought back online.
Well, it's more like back then, whoever the Doom guy was didn't even matter. He was the Doom guy.
I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden.
Yeah.
I'm the head of this facility. I think we can work together and resolve this problem in a way that benefits us both.
So there's that very famous moment where the protagonist, in response to starting to get a lecture, just tosses aside the screen, just smashes it against the wall, more or less. Which is a very important moment to establishing first off, because... Well, before I get to that, the fact that the screen displays demonic invasion in progress without a hint of irony, because it's a very silly thing when you think about it. Like, why would there be a programmed automatic sort of system alert that, hey, there's a demonic force invading this place? Just so you know.
The programmer was a fan of Buffy.
Yeah, or it doesn't, like, it shouldn't be a thing, but for some reason, played completely straight, it is. And that's kind of amazing. It's kind of the first sort of subtle joke of the game, is that, yep, demonic invasion in progress, yep, that's our story and we're sticking to it. And then you get, you know, smashing the exposition away.
Yeah. And of course, all those candles surrounding the armor
There's that too.
location.
And then the hallway of glory kills, explaining, hey, don't worry, the kill animations are very, very swift. You don't have to... There's a lot of reassurance. There's a lot of reassurance going on in
Yeah.
this opening section of the game. Because Doom 3 was kind of a disappointment because it tried to make the story of Doom very serious. Where, in sort of the public consciousness, Dooms 1 and 2 were just, I just want to shoot demons. That's it. Who cares? Why? So that's sort of the context, and this game is very, very, very actively trying to sort of go against that context to say, okay, let's bring things back to basics, but also let's be super aware of that.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
So, yeah, I've kind of I'm kind of starting to say what's already been said before now, is that it's amazing that Doom found out how to be Doom again, but also to sort of be kind of a parody or satire of the whole issue of story being in Doom at all. It's kind of insane.
Demonic presence at unsafe level.
And I'm,
Lockdown in effect.
you know me, I'm all about that meta. I think the health and ammo pickups are reduced on Nightmare. Okay. This is going to be very, very interesting. Alright then. Okay. Playing on Nightmare difficulty, so this is going to be very interesting.
Unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
And right away they give you a shotgun that's just meaty as all get out.
So would you say that Nightmare mode is hell to play?
I'm really not gonna dignify that with even a groan.
Sorry, just had to get that joke out of the way.
Is it a joke if it's not funny? Serious question.
I honestly don't know the answer to that.
Just-
Demonic
Doom is
presence
a game
at
about
unsafe
philosophy.
levels. Lockdown in effect.
Ooh. Mid-air destruction there. Game was not expecting that. Another kind of thing you don't notice until later is that, unlike most shooters of the modern era, there's no reloading.
Lockdown disengaged.
That you just have an ammo pool and you can keep shooting forever. With no apparent, no apparent source of bullets.
We cannot be allowed to leave this place. We would ruin everything.
I figure it's something to do with the armor, like you've got a backpack connection or something to it.
A literal hose running from your pack to the gun. A bullet hose.
Yeah.
Or the answer is, and I think the game would accept this more, is just who cares?
Yeah.
So there's that bit of characterization there, where Olivia Pierce 2 times says, this guy cannot get out, he is going to ruin everything. Which, even at a superficial level, just kind of paints you as this sort of force of, you know, pure chaos. Which is honestly kind of a compliment. Because it's just, yeah, I'm just gonna go shoot demons. If you have a problem with that, I got a problem with you. It kind of says a lot with very little. Also, hey Mad, hey Tentrito, hey Double Cross. And then there's this glorious scene.
I'm willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last 24 hours, but you must understand. Our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
Another detail that would be kind of hard to notice for you in the stream, Dread, because you're muted. But over the title sequence, it plays a sort of grungy techno remix of E1M1 from Doom, I think. And at the end of it, when he cocks his shotgun, the that's in time with the music, like right after it ends. on the same beat. So it's got this whole stylish, yeah, we're gonna play rock music and shoot demons sort of aesthetic to it. That's very much appreciated and sort of very carefully designed to win back fans after Doom 3.
Yeah.
But then there's codex entries and whatnot. So they slowly start to put some story stuff back in. So let's see if I can make it through the first big combat encounter. Well, I guess the second one. See if I can make it through the second one on Nightmare alive. Without dying too much. And this first map is pretty important too, because it's just very open, a couple of vertical lifts, but generally a lot of open space, just sort of run around and circle strafe. And also some vantage points for the enemies to attack you from. This is sort of meant to be kind of feel very classic Doom room. But with a modern soundtrack and models and animations. Also, the, did you know, Dread, that the glory kills depend on what direction you're facing them from and what body part you're looking at?
Huh.
Oh dear, that took off a lot. Uh-oh. Give me those. Oh boy. Okay, now it's getting serious. That surprisingly turned around on me. I was not expecting that. Good to know. And then right after that they show you, hey, keycards are still a thing, ain't that grand? Just non-stop appeasement. But to a generation that's very sort of welcoming to that at this point. And then secrets. With a cute little doll. That plays a tinny version of old Doom soundtrack. It's just densely packed. Then they introduce, hey, there's grenades, but it's on a cooldown, so you don't. It's pretty convenient. Just look at just every second. It's just like, look, this is a decision we made. Look how good it is. Look how fun everything is. Please like us.
Well,
And
from what I saw, this game took about like 10 years to come out, so
maybe. Goomba Stomp. Yeah, and a lot of that's on display. Let's see. So, but where is the super nostalgia switch? That's what I want to know. Is it over here? It's in one of these construction areas. So, as someone who hasn't played any of the Doom games, how does this look to you?
well, the world's definitely gone to shit at any rate. So
Yep.
lock and load and time to kick some ass.
But does it look fun?
Yeah, definitely one of the mindless shooters.
Yeah, it's it's going for that very deliberately. And then there's a map, which looks pretty and looks very helpful. It's in 3D, but still kind of outlines everything like the old 2D Doom did. And it helps you find secrets and collectibles.
Nice.
Like Praetor tokens to upgrade your armor capabilities. However, for the first one, I may want to skip on the whole scanning thing and maybe want to give myself some make it so that explosive arrows don't immediately kill me. Yeah, that seems right. And then there are upgrades, but we don't have any points for that yet.
Of course, the infinite ammo pistols, something I like, so you always have something to fall back on.
Yeah, but it's very weak and not incredibly useful. Like, there's the charge shot, which is pretty okay. But starting out, the charge time takes like 5 years. And you have to... The standard shot takes a lot to actually take someone down, like an imp. And especially because they're constantly moving. So, honestly, I'd say the pistol's probably the weakest decision. They really want you to use all the other weapons. It pretty quickly gets outmoded.
Yeah. Might just be thinking of the ones from some of the other shooters I've played. Like,
I mean, it's certainly nice to have. You don't want to be forced to only have your fists. It's good in a pinch, but if that's the only thing you have to rely on, you're in a pretty bad situation. See, I know there's a thing. There's a secret.
Okay, I will be right back.
Alright, see you when you get back. Now, where was it? Was it forward? Was it backwards? Was it on this thing? It's almost certain it was like in here somewhere. So now the map's opening up and going, hey, there's secrets and stuff. There's exploration elements. And here's our new thing, mods. And unlike most people, I'm going to go with the charge burst, because I think it's actually better. And here's your alt fire. Oh dear. Oh dear. That wrecked me. Give me that sweet HP. Wow, the pickups just do nothing. Oh dear. Okay, fine. If that's how you want to play it. Off with your head, then. Okay, I definitely just straight up missed the switch for the retro level. Or whoa! That was a bit of lag. I probably shouldn't be wasting too much time on this, but... wasting valuable stream time. Hello, Creeper Zone. Welcome to stream time. It was like up here, wasn't it? Is it just gone, or? No. Can't be. Am I just thinking of completely confused and thinking of the wrong place? That's embarrassing. Am I just not seeing it? Or did I walk past it multiple times? Ah. Alright, alright. Back up I go. Find it very strange. I thought I 100% of this game, and now I just can't remember where anything is. That's frustrating.
Want me to try looking it up, or?
It's really not a huge deal.
Okay.
This is going to be... Oh, well, I found a different secret, so there's that. And I earned an upgrade point anyway, so I guess it all works out. gonna need ammo very soon. And health. Health would also be good. If I recall, there's like just a chain of explosive barrels here. Ow! Okay. Not my finest hour. Well, I can put a point into an upgrade. I should actually just put it into the pistol.
Make it less shit.
Yeah. Yeah, charge efficiency, just... Yeah. So, I can get a full charge in much less time. That is worthwhile. Still not really as useful as the shotgun, but the shotgun has limited ammo. Especially if I use the charge. Come on to Papa. Much better. These soldiers are the worst right now because their big charge explosive attack really wrecks my stuff. But the imps are also pretty bad. As is any melee attack. Just any damage at all really is like quadrupled. Really gotta use those grenades more than I did in my first campaign. And glory kills are super important now, too.
Yeah, if it's anything like the executions from Space Marine, definitely. Where those were pretty much
Oh, right,
one of the
yeah.
few ways you could regain health.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It just sort of guarantees a health drop is more what happens in this case. Ah, drop.
And it's like you see a horde of Gretchen, and it's just like, ah, the health pack dispensers. And you just execute them all constantly.
In this case, it's less like that and more of a case of it's way better right now for me to press forward and try and earn a health pack than to run and try and hope that there's a pickup still lying around. Like it's incentivizes aggressiveness.
Yeah.
I'd wish for a better selection of Spud puns, but I realize there's no choice. Let's just immortalize that on stream. Oy.
Welcome to the UAC. Now 221 accident-free days.
Accident-free days. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to reset that timer.
God rested
Yeah.
on the seventh day.
Maybe
But imagine
get one of
how much
those
further along
on the
we
stream,
really are.
Days Since
The
Spud
UAC
Pun.
is committed to excellence. That's why we implemented the 7-day work week. Now you can achieve greatness alongside your coworkers every day.
You gotta wonder, what was the
Let's
last
compare top achieving.
accident they had?
Well, maybe not a full-scale demonic invasion, just unsafe levels of demonic presence.
And that raises the question, what do they consider safe?
21 accident-free days.
You kind of get to find out over the course of the game if you start looking at the text logs and whatnot. So that kind of kicked my butt. That's the opening level of Doom on Nightmare difficulty. And for the sake of showing off stuff, because I'm not going to do a whole stream of this, I'm going to go to my completed campaign with all the unlocks and whatnot, and just play on Ultraviolence, which is the hard difficulty. That's not Nightmare. But yeah, with the whole like accident-free days, you realize they're actually just telling jokes now. Like the UAC is a big joke. Like why would you even try to mine hell? And they're completely running with that. It's kind of impressive that they are fully committing to this is stupid.
Yeah.
And and as we've seen from the reception, the audience very clearly appreciates that by playing it straight, the audience gets that it's a joke. They get that demonic invasion in progress is a joke. But they don't they don't have anyone like roll their eyes, they don't have anyone groan or anything like that. They just trust that you'll get the underlying thing. You'll get the subtlety of shooting demons in the face in this current climate of gaming.
Hello, I am Vega, the sentient intelligence assigned to Mars. After running diagnostics on the Praetor suit, it appears that I can
One can
activate
always
optional
hope.
challenges that, when completed, will assist in upgrading your arsenal at an accelerated pace. I have added a tracking component to your dossier.
So there's about 19 more upgrade points than you actually need to get everything upgraded. There's also runes that give you passive buffs, then all the Praetor suit upgrades, and all the text logs. I've gotten everything. Let's have some fun.
Main power offline. All entrances unoperational.
DC, you've seen what the rest of this place is like. Do you think they really care about that?
I'm not sure we'd be putting all our... That's a lot of data for Vega to deal with. We shouldn't put our megs in one basket.
Main power offline. All entrances non-operational.
So you now have infinite ammo for your guns?
Oh, I do. That's right. I have a rune that as long as my armor level is above like 75, I have infinite ammo.
Entrances non-operational.
Oh, time to have some fun.
Yep. Just gonna rampage right now.
Power online.
I believe in honesty, especially now, in what will be your final moments in this world. All the horrors, the human sacrifices, the hell, the demons. It's all true. My sisters and brothers, be thankful. alongside them just as I will in what will become the new world that they create for us. Starting now.
What I
Hoping
find
she can
what I
see
find interesting about this moment is that they make you look at the recording of Olivia, but then they give you the option to just walk away and ignore it, even though it'll be on sort of the sound system. But right there is sort of your antagonist and sort of the moment where that tells you that, oh, someone betrayed the UAC, fell in love with all the demons.
My sisters and brothers be thankful.
Gauss cannon. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too overpowered. Let's just stick to shotgun for now. Maybe I should go with a slightly less broken rune set, too.
Reducing them to Gaussian blurs is fun.
Let's see. Let's just do a saving throw, because that'll probably never come up. Let's do Blood Fueled for extra speed, and Savagery for faster glory kills. Ah! Okay.
I believe in honesty,
Let's see.
especially now, in what will be your final moments in this world.
Gotcha.
All the rules, human sacrifices, the hell portal, the demons.
Wasn't there...
It's
Ah, there we go.
my sisters and brothers be thankful.
Here was a secret. And there's the switch.
Seat alongside them just as I will in what will become the new world that they create for us. Starting.
And by pulling that switch, it unlocks this secret.
Pull the lever, Spud!
Maybe not.
Oh, this is a blast from the past.
Yep. I feel like the blood field is kind of causing problems. Let's do Seek and Destroy, which is just you do it from much further away.
Demonic presence at unsafe level.
Also, BFG is back, by the way.
Hello?
You don't get that towards like near the end of the game, but there it is. Oh no, I think it's just my computer is starting to have heating problems again.
Guess it really wouldn't be a Doom game without the BFG.
Yep.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
And this is where you get the chainsaw normally, which instead of being a melee upgrade is an instant delete for one enemy. And a pile of ammo.
Charity Supervisors is here to see if you meet the requirements for this year's Soul Harvest.
Yeah. Taking cartoonishly evil to a new level. Uh-oh. That would have been bad. Let's see. Now where does this pop out? All right, back here. Gosh, just all the upgrades have their. Every weapon has 2 mods, and both of them, I argue, are pretty useful.
One chain gun not enough? Let's give you a triple chain gun.
Yeah, it's the siege mode upgrade, and it's just, is it the siege mode? Is that what it's called? Or am I thinking of the plasma? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's the Gauss cannon. That's siege mode. The other one is the mobile turret. That's right.
Taking the Bastion cosplay to a whole new level.
Yeah, it's honestly, Bastion ain't got nothing on this.
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown.
And then, when it starts probably getting intense, it's just like nothing else right now. It's just constantly jumping and moving and shooting, and
Demonic presence eliminated.
when it hits that right flow, it's just amazing. Also, yes, I clipped through the floor there a little bit. Just a scotch. Gosh, this game is still good. I might try to finish the Nightmare run, I'm not sure yet. I'm definitely not really masochistic enough to try the Ultra Nightmare mode, which is the hardcore run. Get through Nightmare mode with 1 life. There are people who have done it. I don't need to be one of them to be happy.
Yeah.
Kudos to them, though. I'm just not as much into that. Oh. Nice try with the jump scare, buddy. Let's see.
Okay, now I just saw what you were talking about. Imagine just Doom guy standing there going, what should I use for for these two?
That I'm happy with that image as well. Well, anyway, we've got yellow keys, so.
Access granted.
Except I forget how to get into that room, because I know you can, but I guess it's not really that important.
Welcome to the UAC's Mars installation, located in the vast ice planet Antarctica. This high-tech mining and research facility is pushing the boundaries of the imagination each and every day. As a valued employee, your loyalty is more than it's a commitment to
It kind of boggles the mind to think that there were shareholders. That this was a company who occasionally had people tour the facility to gauge their investment.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Power-ups as well. Those exist. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, right, this is the room that's letting me do glory kills from a huge range. I'm basically teleporting around the map with the Berserk upgrade. Za, what do?
I'll say.
That was more insane than I expected it to be. And that's saying something.
Yeah.
But yeah, by now we're kind of getting into the swing of things. In terms of the pacing of the game. It's like, okay, we got... By this time you would have also maybe gotten the heavy assault rifle. So now you're like, okay, we got some weapons. We've gone through a bunch of encounters now. We got a chainsaw. Everything's looking like pretty classic Doom, and we're ready to have some fun.
I'm blocking your access to the facility scanner. Come to the Vega terminal, and I'll give you what you need.
Then Sam Hayden just has to ruin it.
One of those forcing you to do what he wants.
Yeah. Instead of just, you know, the usual method of just let me have my fun, bro. Lock on rockets. I started out with the detonating, with the remote detonator rockets, and those worked pretty great for me. But I'm starting to see why you would be pretty happy with the other choice too. Oh. course, I'm making everything look like a joke with all these upgrades. But I'm just having fun. Doom's a hard game to talk over if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Because you're just constantly in the zone. It's a very reactive game, and while there is a lot to talk about, you know, there's a sort of thoughtfulness to how it's constructed. It's kind of hard to talk about it because you're just having a grand old time. Just running and gunning. Oh. And then...
That is pure Argent energy you've just taken into your system. It seems to
And then there's this fucker.
I will unlock the remaining Argent cells within the facility for you. Vega, give him what he wants.
61,337 OAC members deceased. 81% of
So there's this section which forces you to sit through exposition.
is critical. According to the records, Dr. Hayden, the invasion originated in the Lazarus facility. It seems that a hell wave was activated, transforming 60
A hell wave was activated. Gosh, that's a sentence.
the rest were killed by the demons released from their holding cells by Olivia Pierce.
Consider the Buffy Hellmouth.
feel I should apologize for what's happened here.
I feel I should apologize. Yeah, that's real genuous.
Olivia was the cause of all this, and I believe you will have to deal with her in time. You may not agree with our research, but know this.
There's only like,
Exploited hell and its resources
I'd say 3 times in the game where they force you to sit for a very long time, sort of trapped in an expository cutscene where you have no agency or action involved. And they all involve characters that I believe it's deliberate that you're not supposed to like. You're really not, even though Hayden helps you basically throughout the entire game and is actually pretty reasonable in terms of what he does during your story. And it's, you know, Olivia who is the actual boss and villain. Hayden locks you into an expository cutscene twice. Olivia only does it once. And I think considering the tone of the rest of the game, it's a very odd choice to actually have a section where they lock you into a cutscene full of exposition. Unless you consider that maybe that was the intention, to make you hate them. The enemies are or rather the characters that are antagonistic to you are the ones that are getting between you and the demons, and who are stopping gameplay to focus on story. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just very, very sort of Ludo meta-narrative thing that I think is kind of cool, that essentially the bad guys, or the good guys that might be a bad guy, they're the ones that do the one thing that you hate, and that's locking you into a room. Yeah, you're literally locked into that room and can't walk out, and I think I kind of skipped a step because I already had the Argent energy upgrade, but I think they also make you lower your gun too.
Yeah, I noted that when you were stepping forward, your gun automatically lowered despite the fact the reticle was still in the same spot.
Yeah. And that's just the beginning, and then the first, you know, that prologue and the first 2 chapters really establish a lot in terms of what the style of the game is like. You know, how the story plays out, how the characters sort of act and react to each other, and also the basic rules and showcasing the best features of the gameplay. And I think, just from a structural standpoint, it's really fascinating. But anyway, my computer is probably starting to catch fire now, so I just wanted to show that off.
Okay.
And get back into the groove by playing a game I really like again. Also, let's just play one of the classic maps for comparison. Why not?
Also, I might end up streaming this weekend
Cool.
because found out a sequel to Shadow of Mordor is being released, so
Oh yeah.
never actually got around to beating it.
Yeah, I played that a
But-
while back, and I really liked it. I mean, it's Arkham plus Assassin's Creed. What's not to like? And done pretty well. I'm gonna say one thing. It's cool that they unlock these classic maps you can play, but I don't think they were the conversion was very well done.
Yeah, it's actually kind of hurting my eyes a bit because of how it's designed. Like, flat objects rotate to match you.
Well, there's that, but that's just how the game worked back then.
Yeah,
But I'm more referring to, compared to the original game, your weapons work very differently, your ammo works rather differently, and the enemies all behave differently. But they put the equivalents in the same places. You also don't have the same level of movement that you did back then.
yeah.
And as cute as it is, and you can get, in theory, get through the levels. I mean, not in theory, in practice. I've done it. It's just kind of sloppy, I think. Like it's just sort of a kind of, it just sort of plugged everything in, and it doesn't feel like original Doom at all. As a result,
Yeah.
like the Doom campaign feels like a modern reinvention of Doom, but putting the weapons and enemies into classic Doom configurations it actually doesn't really work, in my opinion. Like, that was simple enough, but then you start getting later on with the limited ammo capacity for a shotgun and how many hits it takes to take down an enemy. Especially, oh god, and then the pinkies start showing up, and they remade the pinkies so that you have to hit them from behind. Whereas in Doom, they were just sort of bullet sponges.
Yeah.
And that makes some of the later levels really unbearable. But enough whinging. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Dread. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I probably would have done this anyway myself, but it was nice to have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
So, gonna leave it at that. And I think I'll put this up on the YouTube channel, because right now the only Doom video I have is of playing a bunch of really mediocre snap map levels.
With love not.
Yeah, so, I want to show off that, hey, the campaign is extremely good!
Yeah.
So, it's just a thing. But, thanks. I'll get back to XCOM and actually start working on some backlog as well this month. That's my plan.
I got a lot of stuff I would like to stream, but I'll probably just do Shadow of Mordor, see how long that takes.
Hey, feel free
try
to
and clear
if
first
you
part.
do that stream, feel free to invite me on. I'll gladly talk over stuff with you.
Sure, that's what I was planning on doing, was pop it in the chat.
Yeah.
See
By all
if I'm
means.
actually getting a Twitch account set up for it.
All right. See y'all later.
Yep. Peace.